That's yours, and you don't know whether I need it or not. So I ask you, but your car, I'm going to come to you and ask you, can you drop me off home when it's your car? I'm going to come and ask you, can I come to your house when it's your house? I'm going to come and ask you, can you, I'm coming out for watch night. Do you think you can ride me to the Bronx? That's your car. If not to the Bronx, can I come and stay at your house, spend the night at your house, or spend the morning at your house, and then leave in the morning? That's your house. You see what I'm saying? You don't think of these things. You see what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna tell you something. They should have something in a pot. I'm gonna use the word pot. They should have petty cash in the church somewhere, right? Or petty cash bank account. These are things that I would think of to have for the church, right? Now, this is money that you get like for love orphans, you get from fundraising, you get from having certain services to go to the fundraising, certain services to go to, I don't know what I want to say, fundraising. Well, we'll come up with a name if it's going to be established. But right now, I'm going to say the fundraising, and you should have money in petty cash so that when watch night come, people that live far, right? Like people that may live in Long Island or people that may live in, that may live far, they would be able to give them a cab. If they don't want to take them a cab home, give them a cab to stay for 3 and 4 hours in a hotel, right? Maybe in the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? Since you ain't driving nobody home, have some place where they can be. Like that building across the street, this is what things are for things like that. You have a watch night, people coming out of town to be at the convention. You see what I'm saying? Put them up in that building. Wow, that's an idea that just came to me too. Fix up them apartments and floors. Of course, you're gonna need money to come in, right? So you can either put the ground floor or have them on top of everybody. But you gotta do a screening, and you screen people to be in your building. And you don't use the board, even though the board will have the last say, but you don't use the board to do the screening. You use church members, ushers, maybe people that has been homeless and in the church, people that maybe people that been on drugs that's in the church. You would bring these people and you would make a rental committee, right? And these are the people you would have these people in charge of renting, picking the people to live in that building, right? And once they make the decision of who it is, then the board comes and you bring them to the board. See, they don't come to me. They don't ask me nothing. They didn't have to sell that building. They could have made money. They could have, whatever it is that needed to be paid for, we could have went to God and God would have gave us ideas of how to pay. You're going to just automatically give up and you're going to automatically do this and do that. And that's it. I'm not doing nothing else. We're going to sell this building. Nope. But you pick, whoever's on that rental committee, screen the people. You want to do a background check? Do a background check. But honestly, I don't think they should do background checks. You see what I'm saying? Because if you got a drug addict or you got a drug dealer that God has saved, then you ain't got no business doing no background check. You see what I'm saying? Let God background check them. You have that person that was a drug dealer or that person that was on drugs be on the board. So that way they could tell if somebody is on drugs. If they clean, then they'll know. Well, yeah, they was on drugs and they was clean, just in case they hiding it. So now the next interview or the last interview will be with the bishop, Bishop Anderson, Bishop Anderson, Pastor Glover. Not even Ella Robinson. Just them two. Not even excuse me. Not even Minister Anderson. None of them. Because of the simple fact They prejudice. They prejudice. I mean, I don't want to come out and say that Bishop Anderson, Pastor Glover prejudiced too in some aspects. But since they are the leaders, you will have to present these people before them. So we will come to them. They will have a meeting with us, whoever it is that's on that committee, that rental committee. They have a meeting with us, and we will bring the people's application to them. We will go over maybe some faults or some red flags of the person to them, and our final analysis of them, our final decision of them. Yes, they did drugs. Yes, they went to jail. Yes, this, just that. But it seems like they trying to make a step. They got a job. They go to school. They said they're going to come over to the church at least once a week, right? Or every Sunday or every other Sunday. This is on contract. And we putting it on contract, but we not doing it to throw to them if they decide not to come to church, because we can't make nobody come to church. But that will be a part of the contract. If we want to deal with somebody that's on drugs, that's no longer on drugs. Now, that's one group of people. Then we can go to the main group of people that we only accepting people that are church people. We only accepting people that are saved. We only accepting people that go to church. They ain't got to come to our church, but they go to church. You see what I'm saying? If it's people that have kids, okay, we looking for these kids to be in school. Believe it or not, we want school records. These kids go to school. They not people that hang out. You want to meet these kids. You want to take on their demeanor. You want to take on their spirit. You want to see what kind of spirit they got. If you don't have discerning of spirit, if you don't have discerning of spirits and you know you ain't got discerning of spirit, then you need to put somebody on that committee that got discerning of spirit. Ain't nobody faking. We don't need nobody there that's going to look at somebody, oh, they nice, they look cute, they got money. No, we don't want that. We need to deal with their spirit. Because if their spirit is right, whether they go to church or not, whether they save or not, we won't have no problem with them. You see what I'm saying? So, in this thing right here, they a husband and wife, or boyfriend and, I'm going to say husband and wife, and they was doing a skit of the trafficking and how he kidnapped the wife and had the baby. She put the baby in the car. So what I learned from that was that, yeah, put your baby in the car. Go see what's going on. Well, she went to go see what was wrong with him. Put your baby in the car. From the car, you yell out if it's in air. You yell out to them. You ain't getting no response. 911 is the deal. Yes, I'm calling. I'm at such and such a place. And now if that person is setting up something, he gonna get up. Because she did say, you want me to call the cops? And she gets on her phone, but she never called the cops. You need some help? You want me to call the ambulance? She never did it. So now if this person is out to get you, at least you'll be on the phone if they jump up and come after me. But if he allow me to call the cop, see, I'm a be. Let me rewind this. This is what I would do. When I see you on the ground in my car, if I get out my car and I see I'm getting back in my car, so he would think that I laugh. I'm getting on the phone and say, yes, 911, I'm at such and such a place. I got my phone on. Can you track my phone? Right? They'll tell me, well, click this, click that, find my phone. Whatever. They got a way of doing it. I do that. Yeah, we got your location. Okay. There's somebody on the ground that looks like they need help. And I'm going to scream. I'm going to call out to them. If we don't get no answer, I ain't going over to them. But I'm going to let you know that's where they at. And I'm rolling off. I done did my duty. Especially if I got my baby with me. I'm going, and I got a child. They said, well, can you go and check? And is he breathing? I don't see no, hold on. I'm going to yell out. Hello? You all right over there? You need help? I guess not. I'm going to go on in there. No, he didn't answer. She didn't answer. I can't detect what it is or who it is. But one thing I do know, they didn't answer. So they may be in need for help. I'm about to roll off because I got my baby with me. I'm rolling off. But this is, you got my location. So not to find, because you see, you're going to be on me rolling away. So this is where we at. This is where it's at. It's at the park at Jackson Hill and Jones. I'm off. I'm going. I done did my duty. I ain't trying to stick around to find out nothing. I forgot damn I was okay. Yeah, some salad. So now that's what I'm saying. Now I'm gonna go back to the building. So that's what they should have did. And I feel like this. You want my vote to get rid of the building, but all the people that was in there. You see what I'm saying? You had quite a few people in there. I ain't know who was in there. You ain't never come talking to me about no issues with nobody, people not paying their rent, nothing. Now it's all about people leaving the building, not giving y'all, leaving the building with a debt, not paying your rent, light bill high, all this other stuff. Why is the light bill high? You ain't got no business paying no light bill for the building. The only thing that you're supposed to pay for is lights in the hallway. That's it. And you know what? You could put a sensor in that hallway and have them lights come on at a certain time so it don't be running. Or you could put a sensor that whenever the door opens, but you can't do that. Because I was going to say whenever the door opens, it'll go on. But see, if you got people in there that don't work, that stay home, then every time they open the door, it'll go off. The light will come on and then you pay. So you will put it where it'll come on at a certain time. Use 6 o'clock, they use time. You put it on so it'll come on at a certain time and go off at a certain time. And when it's off, it's off. There's no access to turn it on. Only y'all know how to turn it on. You ain't got no business paying gas unless you got to pay gas for the boiler. Pay that boiler. Make sure you got a good boiler in there so you ain't got to worry about nobody being cold, especially people in there with kids. Make sure they put good stoves in there. Make sure, see, that's why I said they should have got connected with Section 8. They wouldn't have had to kick out all that money. Section 8 will pay for things that need to be done in a building. Sure will. So many times the landlord had to do work in my building. Work in my apartment. And if the building is owned by, the whole building, not just an apartment, if the whole building is owned by Section 8. So Section 8, you go, well, I guess Section 8 can't own the building. The city will have to own the building. But Section 8 will only own the apartment that you're in. So if you got 3 apartments in the building and Section 8 is paying rent to them, whatever's going on with the building, whatever's going on in that apartment, they will fix. You probably will go in and kick out the money at first, but you're going to get that money back. That's sure enough, it's guaranteed. So now, that would have saved them from paying. That probably would have saved them from getting violation. But see, found out the violations, not all about the violation. But let's say they got violations on the building, right? So now, if you got violations on the building, why is there violations on the building? And that means that you were not